Hey Commanders, welcome to another exciting Steel Division 2 match. I'm your host, Too Old for Gaming. Today we're playing on Gora Kalwaria, and I am playing as Panzer Lehr. I brought in an FW-190 to inspect the enemy position here. I have Bad Kill covering the same zone as me. Bringing in an 88 for anti-air. We've got the Panther D Recon, another Recon unit, Pack 40, and some Sturm Pioneers and a heavy machine gun I'll be placing in the woods here. Looks like we've got a M42 45mm already firing at us. Looks like Bad Kill's MG42 saw him for a second before he disappeared. We're going to have to deal with a 1944 model of an IS-2, which is going to be a bit of a challenge if he stays at range. Also have a Gepard for some light AA. So far, these guys have been pretty clear. We've got a 37mm that just dropped. Capture this bridge somehow, I think from this Der Commandant dropping all these units in this sector. So at the moment, all of my units have made it into their position without being destroyed, which is always a plus. We've got another IS-2 1944 on the right, and the enemy is pushing deep into our sector. It looks like our team has purchased a King Tiger. The Panther's lining up on the IS-2. Let's see what happens. We get a bounce on him. IS-2 didn't see us. He was looking at our Recon Kerbal wagon. So we've got Pack 40 firing as well. He's at just over 1,000 meters, firing APCR. We knock out the loader. Another bounce. And it just can't get through 180 millimeters for some reason. Pack 40 takes 2 casualties. We're supposed to pen 190. I think if he was just a little bit closer, we might. We knock out the shooter. Does he even have a ding on him yet? No, it's not damaged. So that's going to be hard. IS-2 is backing up, fires. Kills the Recon Panther in one shot. Oh boy. That guy got very lucky. Bad Kills MG42, seeing that M42 again. We're still firing in that IS-2 bouncing shells, but the AP shells can only do 145, so the odds of us penning him are quite low at this time. To my right, our friendly team has gotten all of his troops pinned down. He's bringing in a half-track to help. We'll see if that does anything, but there's a AT gun right there. So the roadblocks sort of preventing progress, and our tank killer has been knocked out. The 88 I'm going to keep back here for the moment. Bring in a second Pack 40 to get some triangulation on this position. Bad Kill's been trying to drop mortars on him too, but we're just out of radio range here. Pack 38 getting pinned out in the open by the double-vetted Maxim. He's probably going to die pretty fast to that. To our far left, it looks like we're having trouble as well. Enemy artillery really hitting heavy, and we've bought a bunch ourselves. Gonna bring in a Panzer Lehr up here to the front line, and then some mortars. Valentine 9's shooting at somebody. Not sure who. I'll be shooting at this MG42. Missed him again. We've got an OB-25 to deal with, which is going to be a problem. Starting to see enemy reinforcements down that road. Bad Kill's brought in a Gorilla and his own Panther D, so we can cut off this area. End up knocking out that BA-10 with the Pack 40. Pioneer's just totally pinned down. Panther G here is nice, but you got to be really careful because enemy AT guns should be in here. Often are. Our Pack 40's in position. He's about to start shooting if he can get his alignment set up. He's getting spotted, and it doesn't look like we should be able to, but he moves out into the open after the woods catch fire. I have to manually call him back, but he can still see. I'm very surprised he can see this deep into our woods. Because, yeah, I don't know. Managed to get it out with just 2 casualties. Our FW-190 got pushed off this time by AA fire.
We surrender.
Could really use some help getting that flag back. It's a 19-13 at the moment, so rest of the team not doing so hot.
Geschützbereiter, Kommandant. Guter Schuss.
Not sure what knocked out the BA-10. I'm guessing this Pack 40.
Geschütz einsatzbereit. Ich habe hier das Kommando.
Second half track's almost into position, and then we can start using it on the enemy. Again, this IS-2 is just basically a roadblock for us until we can knock him out. We're not going to be able to advance into the enemy side. Guerrilla's dueling him. Guerrilla could knock him out.
Wir haben Ausfälle in unseren Reihen.
Does 7.5 damage. IS-2 misses. Our Pack 40 is now starting to take machine gun fire from the DP guards. We managed to get him pinned down with the help of our recon team. Guerrilla gets scared off. Bad kills mortars. Trying to hit this IS-2. We've got tons of mortars over here falling on that position. But he manages to escape. At least we got the infantry squad. Managed to secure this sector with this squad. See how that goes. This is really bunched up. Try to avoid doing this because artillery is just going to chew you up. So we've recaptured the intersection 17-15. On our right, are barely holding on to the town in this flag. So we did end up losing the heavy machine gun position here. I brought in another one. We can also hit this area if we were going to try to take the bridge. Got a second recon team going into this building. Be able to see further down this way. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Definitely helps me out, and would love to have more viewers here checking out the game. Supposed to get a new drop of DLC here soon, and that may already be out when this is released. Studebaker goes down to bad kills Panther D. Just out of range of that OB-25. Is he moving? Looks like he's lining up on somebody. His Panzergrens. So we've got a Maxim. Fortunately for us, those MG42s can outrange those Maxims. So should be able to knock him out. Stug 3 from Lego My Ego. Not a great matchup, especially at that range. He pulls away, but he may get nailed there. Oh, I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was going to move him forward. It just stopped for some reason. It was on a move order. So I've got more machine guns coming in. I really want to take this forest and use this as defense so that we can keep advancing into this flag. Obviously, the enemy has their own plans. It looks like they've got a platoon of infantry headed our way, backed up by that IS-2. We can't seem to pen. Panther D bounces on them again. Fortunately for bad kill, that IS-2 misses. So I've dropped the attack beacon. Panzer Lehr still has some Panzer IIIHs. So I'm going to use those to support the infantry. See if this IS-2 is damaged yet. No. It's just... doesn't care. We lost another recon Panther to him, too. Really might go down. Might take out that Jeep, though. Nope. A bad kill wisely pulls him back. Well, we could use that King Tiger over here. It's still alive. No. Oh, no, he's right here. See if this Panzer IV can take out the Sherman. Oh, and the HS-129 does the job for him. So all that infantry was wiped out by artillery. Things are getting a bit interesting here in mid. Valentine's getting fired on by our Pack 40. And we kill him. Yes. Looks like we've got an M42 over here. To our left. The spot troop seeing. I don't think I noticed that yet. I think the MG42 would be able to hit him. So we just moved back right as I started firing my 81s. But those are going to be off target. Our Panzer III has been spotted by Oskin, the enemy hero. Need to get him out of that position as fast as possible. Currently in 18:14, 18 minutes on the tick timer. Just under 7 minutes in Phase B. Then the points will really ramp up here in Phase C. Looks like pretty much almost all of us are on just your standard income with 155 points. Brought in a Puma to scope out the front line. You can see my mortars are still targeting the Su-85. My MG42 team has spotted the enemy, and it looks like we're going to get hit with 152mm off map. Guard should die here in a second. I think we're out of range of Oskin. He's a 1943, so should be okay. The IS-2s continue to move forward. He's probably going to knock out my Pack 40 here momentarily with that 120mm round. No, he doesn't. He's going for the enemy over here. So my dual mortar, half-track mortar is still not knocking out this Su-85. Enemy just doing good on the micro. Smoking off the IS-2. Panzer Lehr does have Panzer Grens with Panzer Shreks, so I wasn't sure. It seemed like the enemy is starting to get aggressive on our right flank, so I brought him in, and it was just in time for the off-map. You love when that happens. The 10-man crew, we'll see how many get away at the end. Panzer III's advancing cautiously. Panzer Gren here should spot anything, though, coming through. Puma will do a better job penning that enemy vehicle. But it says that he should be able to penetrate an Su-85 but the odds are probably still pretty low. We do have the Pack 40 here. We do manage to knock out the SUV. We'll have to see who that was. I feel like it was the Puma, but I could be wrong. Panther G should be able to easily knock out both these units. And the Sherman goes down. The BA-10 is next. I'm really shocked, though. The enemy hasn't put anything here. So one of our recon cars was knocked out. Not a big deal. And we managed to not lose any of those men. That was incredibly lucky. It's fun to zoom in and get down on the action. Let's pull it back up. So we've got another enemy Sherman to our right. Our machine gun emplacement's doing a good job of pushing back these guards. Oh! We got ambushed by the Sherman. And unfortunately, that low velocity 50 mil, not going to be able to knock out that Sherman from the front. But if he comes into the intersection, our Puma can easily get through him. I'm trying to be pretty quick on my mortars here too, to try to keep the enemy on their toes with their tanks. Knock out the BA-10. Sure who that was. My 88's finally coming to use, trying to knock away this PE2 recon. Sappery Camaraderie coming up on my Puma. We start firing at him. There we go. Still running at us though. Jeez, what a hero. Got the Faustniki off, but fortunately missed us. Oh, man. I wasn't quick enough to move these guys, and both of them got destroyed. That really sucked. So I'll have to bring out other artillery to deal with the enemy. I don't want to say I've got some Hummels. I'm trying to use the Hummels right now to help out the teammate to my right, destroying IS-2. But I'll give these guys credit. They're doing a good job of moving their equipment around and keeping it from getting destroyed. Panther D spotting this M42. Hopefully he can knock him out. Try and move that gorilla up there. Take him out with one shot. Puma's going to try and ambush the IS-2, but he's very slow. Was his turret not rotated? I don't know why he's not shooting. That's not. He knocks out the loader. And he's probably gonna die right here. They didn't even get red from that. I did bring up a Panther here to try and knock him out while he was dealing with the Puma, but he's also dealing with this 45. We lose the Puma, and the Panther is just bouncing on the IS-2. Just can't seem to roll the dice to get a penetration on any of these IS-2s. Decided to try to move him out of vision. I know that next round's going to be a hit. Bad Kill Stern Pioneer is trying to move into the woods. Got a Pack 40 moving forward now that we have infantry in here from Bad Kill. This guy's set up to cut off any vehicles coming through as we were getting pushed over here. I've got a second Hummel who's arrived onto the board, and I brought in a verbal vend to help push off any enemy air attacks. Haven't seen much from the enemy in regards to air, but you never know. Pack 40 knocks out a Sherman, and the Sappery team is taken out by the Stern Pioneers from Bad Kill. At some point I gotta move this MG42 forward. Get him up here. Looks like another off map coming in. I've got my Hummels on these guards to prevent them from taking this flag again. On our right flank, we've got a really concentrated group of infantry in the town. We've lost the right side forest on the far left. We've lost the intersection here, but I feel like we've got enough equipment to deal with it. So we're kind of the only spot really sort of pushing forward at the moment. M42 finds the Vernichtings. But he's getting fired on by my Panther D. Hopefully it can knock him out. Tankos destroyed. M42 walks out in the open. Missed the shot. Ugh. Oh, Pack 40's finally in a pretty decent spot. Although it looks like he might be in range of getting hit with the Sappery team. Knock out the leader. MG42 must be shooting at this guy. I don't know what else he'd be shooting at. Didn't realize he had the range for that. Did find some concentrated artillery here, so I'm redirecting my Hummels onto that. I want to say they're shooting at Bad Kills 81s. We're at a 1913 with 10 minutes on the tick timer. So far, we haven't been in the flag lead the entire match. You never know what can happen. We got a million help beacons, and I don't know why you'd bring those in to go up against tanks. AT team's pinned down by something. I'm not sure what it was. Enemy off map? It's gotta be. Pack 40's getting hit by enemy artillery. Let's see, my 150's dropping on that position now. Brought in our commander. Will give us extra veterancy when we have a leader around. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose our AT squad here from Bad Kill. Would have been nice to have one in there. It looks like there's still an AT gun up here. I'm going to try to get some infantry into this sector because we cleared most of it out. The Pack 40 and the Su-85 here. Kind of grinding it out. There's a lot of good ambush spots. Enemy artillery knocks out my Pack 40. I think they're shooting from the other side. No. There's more artillery over here. And I'm sure I noticed that, so I will be trying to attack them soon. My Hummels are already getting hit. Just noticed that. Bad Kill doing a good job of using that smoke to get his infantry in. Here comes some enemy aircraft. Can we push off the PE-2? Doesn't look like it. We ended up knocking him out of the sky. It might have been the 80. Started pushing him forward. Obviously, it takes him forever. And if he's starting to use planes, I'm going to be moving my anti-aircraft around because they'll just be targeting our AA. If that's their strategy moving forward. See another off-map vehicle here. Not sure if it's been used or not. There's one too. So he must be focused somewhere else. I brought in just kind of medium and light tanks. See if we can get down that road. The Panzer IV, Panzer III. These are only 25 points. Pack 40 loader wounded on that Valentine 3. They did get in cover. The enemy artillery is raining down from here. I think those are the same ones I pointed out earlier. I brought in 152 Russian capture. And they do come with ammo trucks. Act 40 is knocked out by artillery. Sturm Pioneers are not doing so well. I don't think my Panzergrens are going to do well being that close in the woods either. And we get some more off-map from the enemy. Pretty good positioning from them, to be honest. Really pinned down our stuff. I'm not seeing a lot of kills. Bad Kills brought an ME-410s to try and knock out the Valentine. Wow, 4 planes, no kills. 80 points, that's a lot of points too. And it looks like he might be losing his Panthers here too. The second barrage coming, my 88's on the way. Oh no, there's a third barrage. Ugh, that sucks. So I got my recon here to spot down the road to see what's coming. Act 40. And then our tanks. If we can make a breakthrough here. Not sure if that IS-2 is alive or dead. I did bring in 4 Pumas too. And my Panther D is going to follow him up. Oh shit. Oh no. Lose 1 to a grenade, and it looks like we're getting fired on from an AT gun, but we can't see it. We lose another Puma to, I think, a grenade again. And the M42 is just causing problems. We lose another Panzer IV. And then he creeps away into the woods, so... What a problem just this stupid AT gun caused. And we couldn't see him at all either, even though we had, what, 4 recon units and recon back here? Puma's probably going to go down here, too. At least killed the shooter on this guy, but... Not sure that makes a difference. We've got 3 minutes left on the tick timer. I can finally see these guards. Definitely didn't go the way I was hoping. Well, we're lucky enough to pin these guards. We knocked out an Su-85 with our Panther D, but now we're getting shelled by the enemy. We get damaged? No, he's still looking alright. We're starting to get P-47 strikes. I've redirected my Hummels onto these F-22s. Actually a bit more accurate than I thought they'd be at that range. Another off map from the enemy. The 7-1 managed to knock him out of the sky. Puma here on the Valentine. Can we knock him out? We get a bailout, but he kills us in return. It's just bad luck. Here comes that 300, that off map. I don't think that's at 300 though. ISU-152 heading into our sector. The ME410s are back. Is he going to be able to do anything? No. These are strictly for light, lightly armored stuff or infantry. No Panzerfaust. That's a shame. I brought in some Pumas here at the end. Let's see if we can knock out a couple things before the match is over. We got 30 seconds. I think if we had some more time, I think we could go through and get these 2 flags. You're starting to get shelled from other players in different sectors, though. It can definitely hamper your advance. The 81s might go down. We got more Valentines. And that's the end. We've got a minor defeat after 31 minutes. Let's take a look at the team stats. Alright. So, just about dead even and bad kill about the same. Act 40 took out a few units. Panther D. Did we ever take out an IS-2? We only took out 2 artillery pieces, which is kind of disappointing, but if you blow up a resupply truck and it kills artillery, it won't give it to you, even if it's off the game. So, not super impressed with that, but on the enemy side, we've just got 1 page. I don't think the IS-2 ever died, so we only did 8% of the kills with 7% of the casualties. That's still a fun match. I was hoping we could make a breakthrough, but and that one just kind of bogged down. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do something different to make a breakthrough on the enemy, you know, we tried doing smoke, we tried using Panthers to take out the IS-2s. Just couldn't make it happen. If you use a different strategy, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.